So, if you've been on Roblox for the past, well, we'll say week now, you've probably heard of the classic event, the Hunt Classic. And you probably heard that some people, they liked it, but others didn't like it. And then other people were just in the middle. So today, I was going to explain it today, and explain my experience with it. Now, originally in this video, I was going to actually, play the event, but the thing was, the games they picked, they're really boring, so couldn't do that. So we're going to go into a Classic Hub, which this video is from Zarc. So in the Classic Hub, you have to do some different activities. You can get Roblox coins and ticks to collectibles. So with that, you could just buy items, but that's really all you could do in the hub. But I'm gonna be honest with you, the hub was probably the most interesting part of the classic event since, well, it was the most classic part. The only other things you could really do in the classic hub was you could use the classic gear you could use, and with the classic gear, if you had, well, a rocket, since it was probably the only one that affected other players, you could shoot them all over the place. Or you could be really funny and you could just shoot them into different portals of games. But overall, the hub is just, the nicest part of the event. I don't really have much to say about it since, again, I didn't play the event that much since it just didn't really seem that interesting to me. And plus, I only really spent an hour in the hub. But since we talked about the hub already, now we have to move on to, well, the worst part of the event, or I guess worse. Obviously, I have to talk about the games, because the games they picked, they were really bad. It's basically the worst part of the event, because the games they picked were not classic one bit. So obviously, this isn't the full list of games, but some of the ones that are picked, and it's pretty bland. You have Adopt Me, Arsenal, Bed Wars, Bee Swarm Simulator for some reason, Blade Ball, Clip It, Drag Adventures, and Dress to Impress. So there's other ones that are added, like, to be honest, the only other I remember is Skibidi Toilet, which don't really know why they added that either. And also Tower Defense Simulator, which I don't know why they added two basically the same games. And obviously this is where a problem comes in. None of these games are really considered classic. Now, I've only been playing Roblox since 2015 and just a little bit of 14, but we'll only say 15. And I guess I'll consider 2015 and 16 games to be classic, I guess, or any games really before that. And, well, it kind of depends on everybody's opinion, because everybody's opinion could differ on what a classic game is supposed of. But these games, they weren't classic, because, well, the only games made before 2020 on that list was Arsenal, made in 2015, and Adopt Me, made in 2017. But, I don't know, Arsenal, I don't really consider it classic. I don't know, it just doesn't really have that classic feel. And the Adopt Me, well, Adopt Me just doesn't look classic at all. Doesn't even feel classic. I think that was pretty obvious. So they could have had Right in the Box Down a Hill, or Natural Disasters, or Survive the Disasters, or Build a Boat, or Clone Tycoon, Survive and Kill Terrorists in Area 51, Work at a Pizza Place, Theme Park Tycoon 2. There's a lot of games they could have picked, a lot of classic games, but they chose to skip them for a cash grab. Which, yeah, I guess you could have seen it coming, or probably did see it coming, that this was a cash grab. But still, they could have picked, at least better games for the event. That probably would have, made it a lot more better. But that was my video on the classic event, or at least my opinion on it.